Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer/football prediction. It's your boy, Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss any of your favorite teams' predictions. All right. Today's prediction video will be for Thursday, September 18th, and I got for you guys a 6-game slate. This will be for the UEFA Champions League. Let's go. But even better, my Barca is playing against my Newcastle. That was going to be tough, man. But I'm Barca first, so let's go, Barca. We got this. We should be able to win this easy. The games are not over for Wednesday. I can't be like, this is the outcome yet. But I did do a point spread for Liverpool, which already hit. I did over 1.5. I did Bayern Munich over 1.5, which that one hit. I think I did Inter Milan over 1.5. That one also hit. I did Bodo Glimt. The total points, it was at 2.5 when I went in there to make the bet. It was no longer at 3. It was at 2.5. So I saw that and went straight for it. I did over 2.5, which even if it was 3, it went over, right? It was 2.2. So that hit. And then I think I did some other games, not for the Champions League. I think it was for the Carabao Cup, and I'm trying to remember. I think one of them was for the MLS, and then one of them was for, I can't remember, a Dutch. I think it was a Dutch league one. But anyways, for the UEFA Champions League, as far as a point spread, I'm already there. I already hit my games. I did do another little parlay at which I think it was PSG to win, Liverpool to win, and Bayern to win. So, but those games are not over. Even though PSG one seems like they're winning, they're gonna end up winning. I think it was like 3-0 when I left off. But anyway, back to the predictions. I'm gonna start off from the bottom up. I'm a Tarantino this. First on the list, we have Sporting at home versus Almeida. Sporting is favorite. The money line is crazy. Negative 1,200 for Sporting. Almeida at plus 1,850. That's just wow. Hella wow. Sporting, I feel like they're going to end up winning straight out the gate. They do have 2 injured players, but I don't think it would be a big deal going against Almeida. Total points sitting at 3.5. Team total sitting at 3.5 for Sporting, and Almeida at 0.5. I would not put my money on Almeida just to score this 0.5 or going over this 0.5, because their 3 most recent games, they were not able to cover this 0.5. So I don't know what's going on with them, but I wouldn't put my money for that 0.5. Now, as far as the total points, 3.5, or the team total over for Sporting 3.5, I don't see... Not that I don't see them doing this or going over. It's just way too risky, to be honest with you. 4 goals is way too risky, even though maybe they could do it. I mean, they've done it before in their past games. They have covered this 3.5, 2 out of their 5 most recent games. This is just way too risky. Maybe if it goes down to 2.5, maybe then I'll consider it, but it's just too crazy. Maybe I'll just put Sporting in a parlay with one other team that are here. But nonetheless, give me Sporting to win here straight out. And if I had to do points, which I don't think I'm doing, then I would probably do Sporting over 3.5 and just hope for the best on that one. Or maybe even total points 3.5. But yeah, way too risky. All right, on to the next game. We have Manchester City versus Napoli. Manchester City at home. They are favorite. Money line is at negative 150. Napoli at plus 410. Total points sitting at 2.5. Team total sitting at 1.5 for Man City. Napoli at 0.5. Injuries. Man City do have 4 injured players, 1 questionable. Napoli only 2 questionable. Now, their 5 most recent games from Napoli, they have not taken an L. 4 wins, 1 draw. Manchester City, they only got 3 wins, 2 L's. Well, it's not bad. It's just they got more L's than Napoli. But, I mean, this is Serie A versus the English Premier League. So between these two teams going head-to-head, they have gone head-to-head 4 times. in the Champions League. Napoli have only been able to beat Manchester City once. They tied once, and Manchester City ended up winning the other two. Now, I want to say Manchester City because I feel like they are the better team here, but I feel like Napoli is putting up a fight. I do feel like that 0.5 will happen for Napoli. They have covered that 0.5 going against Manchester City. Their 4 most recent times. So 4 out of 4, they've covered this 0.5. I do feel like they can cover this 0.5. And maybe that's what I'll go with, to be honest with you. But it's a little tough one. Either way, I feel like this total points over 2.5. I feel like that's going to happen. I think that's probably the best bet here because I do feel like Manchester City can cover this 1.5. I feel like Napoli can cover this 0.5, and I feel like total points can go over. So either way, whatever way you want to chop it, I feel like it's going to happen. It's just up to you and what pays you more that, you go for it. But as far as a win here, I'm going to have to say Manchester City just because they're at home and they got that advantage. But with those 4 injuries and 1 questionable is probably going to be difficult for them. And I'm not surprised if it ends up being a tie. But if I had to go with the win here, I would go Manchester City. To me, my favorite bet here for this one and the best outcome, I think would be total points over 2.5, to be honest with you. But you guys do what you guys want to do. All right, on to the next game. We have Frankfurt versus Galatasaray. Frankfurt are at home. They are not negative on the money line. Both of these two teams are at plus money right now. Plus 105 for Frankfurt. Galatasaray at plus 225. Total points sitting at 3. Team total sitting at 1.5 for both of these two teams. Injuries. Frankfurt do have 2 questionable and Galatasaray only 1 questionable. I think that this one is going to be probably a weird game, but nonetheless, I think there will be goals happening here. Galatasaray have not taken an L in their 5 most recent games. Frankfurt have won 4 and lost 1. Yeah, this is going to be a good one, guys. This one's going to be good. I think total points, that 3, I think it could go over, and I think it will. Now, these two teams have not gone head-to-head on the Champions League, so it's hard to say when they haven't gone head-to-head. It's a little harder, but nonetheless, I feel like maybe team total over for either of these two teams probably be the best bet here. Either Frankfurt over 1.5 or Galatasaray over 1.5. Like I said, this could be a tie. I don't see a win here. I think this would be more of a tie, but I do feel like this can go over this 3. I think it'd be like maybe 2-2 or something like that. So if I was to put a win here, I'm probably going to say Frankfurt just because they're at home and they got that advantage. But I'm not surprised if this is a tie. I feel like this one will be more of a tie than anything else. But yeah, and as far as points, either give me total points over 3 or maybe Frankfurt over this 1.5. They've been able to cover this 5 out of their 5 most recent games for Frankfurt. So actually 4 out of their 5 because their most recent, they only scored 1s. But Galatasaray, as far as them covering this 1.5, like I said, they've covered this 5 out of 5 as well. So that's why I'm saying like this could be a 2-2 kind of game. All right, on to the next game. We have Copenhagen versus Leverkusen. Leverkusen are on the road. They are favorite though, even though money line is at plus 120 for Leverkusen. Copenhagen are at plus 230. Total points sitting at 2.5. Team total sitting at 1.5 for both of these two teams. Leverkusen, only 1 injured player, 2 questionable. Copenhagen, no injuries. Now, I'm going to say Leverkusen here. I think they are the better team. But they only got 2 wins, 2 L's, and 1 draw in their 5 most recent games. Copenhagen they got 2 wins, 1 L, and 2 draws. This one's gonna be a kind of a little weird game. Nonetheless, I feel like Bayern Leverkusen will end up winning here. their three most recent head-to-head between both of these two teams, Copenhagen have not yet been able to beat Bayern Leverkusen. So, yeah, give me Leverkusen to win here. And as far as points, I think probably the best bet here would be either Leverkusen over team total over 1.5 or total points over 2.5. They have covered this 2 out of their 3 most recent head-to-head, whether it's at 1.5 or total points over. As far as Leverkusen, their 5 most recent games, them covering this 1.5, they've done this 3 out of their 5 most recent games. So now, Copenhagen, that 1.5, they've covered this 2 out of their 5 most recent games. So I wouldn't put my money on that. As far as Frankfurt allowing their opponents to cover this 1.5, it seems like they have allowed their opponents to cover this 1.5 4 out of their 5 most recent games. So their defense are not all that great as far as I see. So maybe that could be it. But if that's the case, then I might as well just go with total points over 2.5. You know what I mean? Like it could be 2-1, maybe 2-2. This is another game that I can see this being a tie, but I think Leverkusen is just a bit better. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, as far as points, give me total points over 2.5. And as far as a win here, I'm going to go with Leverkusen. But I'm not surprised if this ends up as a tie, guys. Then you know right now. All right, on to the next game. We have Club Brugge versus Monaco. Monaco are favorite, but they're not at home. Both of these two teams are at plus money. Club Brugge plus 165, Monaco plus 155. Now, Club Brugge did good for me last season on the Champions League. They were underdogs, and I ended up winning with them a lot. It was wild. I didn't think they were going to win these games, but I ended up putting either the point spread or the win, and I ended up winning. So I did make a lot of money with Club Brugge here. Now, as far as going against Monaco, would be a little bit on the tough side, but their most recent head-to-head between both of these two teams, Club Brugge did end up winning. It was a 4-0 game. And then one before that was a tie. That lets you know right there that Club Brugge has it in them to win. As far as this season, this time around, I don't know how well they really are. Their 5 most recent games, they do have 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 L. Monaco, 3 wins and 2 L's. But Monaco being favorite, even though they're not at home, probably be the best bet here. If I was to do points, I think maybe total points under 3. Let's see, the 2 most recent head-to-head between these teams, it's only gone over 1, so it's hard to tell. But as far as Club Brugge playing at home versus Monaco, that one time, it did not go over 3. So maybe under 3 would probably be the best bet here. Injuries, Club Brugge only 1 questionable, Monaco 1 injured player and 1 questionable. The total points sitting at 3 and team total sitting at 1.5 for both of these two teams. But this one's going to be tough just because first game of the Champions League between both of these two teams, don't really know what to expect. So I probably won't bet this one, to be honest with you. If I did have to bet, I would probably say a tie or Monaco to win. But as far as points, I'll probably do either total points under 3 or Monaco over 1.5. Only because they've been able to cover this 3 out of their 5 most recent games. As far as Club Brugge covering this 1.5, they've only been able to do this 2 out of their 5 most recent games. So it seems like Monaco probably is the best. Monaco to win or points overall over 1.5 is probably the best outcome here. But yeah, this one's going to be a tough one. I don't think I'm betting it. All right, on to the next and final game of the video, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let me know down in the comments who you got. I'm curious to see who you got. All right, Barcelona. Here we go, baby. They are not at home. They are favorite, though. But as of now, it's plus money. So you already know I'm doing it. I'm putting my money straight right into it. Now, Barcelona do have players that are not playing, like Gavi. I think Lamine Yamal is playing. I know he's questionable, but I think they said he might play this one. I think he's good to go to play this one, but I'm not 100% sure. If he does end up playing, you're going to see this money line change from plus to negative real quick. But if it stays like that, then most likely he might not start off, but I think he might end up playing either second half or something here. But nonetheless, I do feel like Barcelona is the better team, to be honest with you. I mean, Newcastle haven't really showed anything in the past 5 games. They got 1 win, and that was only 1-0 versus Wolverhampton, who are in the bottom of the table. So, Barca only 1 draw, 4 wins. Yeah. And the 2 most recent head-to-head between both of these 2 teams, Barca ended up winning anyway. So give me Barca all day here. If you guys catch it right now at plus money, I'm telling you, put that money in. You're going to make money. Now, as far as total points, 3 and team total point over 1.5 for both of these 2 teams, I think the best bet here would probably be Barcelona over 1.5. Even though I feel like maybe Newcastle could cover 2 goals, it would be a little bit more on the difficult side just because their 2 most recent games between both of these 2 teams, Newcastle have not yet been able to cover this 1.5. But I know how Barca is. They like to, let the other team think that they're going to catch up or win. And so, they allow their opponents to score a goal here and there. But nonetheless, I feel like Barca will win this one for sure. Newcastle only 1 injured player. But yeah, Barca 2 injured players, 4 questionable. Ter Stegen, I think, is still out. So it's going to be a interesting game. But nonetheless, I feel like Barca can win this one and will win this one. So give me Barca to win. And as far as points here, I'm going to go with Barca over 1.5. I think that's just the best bet here. Yeah, I don't know if I said the money line for these 2 teams, but if I didn't, I'll apologize, and I'm letting you know right now. Newcastle is at plus 185, Barcelona at plus 130. Go in there right now, put in your bet, get that money. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope the information I gave you was good enough for you guys to make the right picks. I hope you guys end up winning. But most of all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.